I'm about to call 911. We have two dad vests, and I'm pretty sure they're drinking White Claws. Pinky out. Repeat, pinky out. They're armed and pinky out.
I am a good boy. Stop fucking asking.
In the style that you used to. I look funny, but yo, I'm making money, see. So yo, world, I hope you're ready for me. Now, gather round, I'm the new fool in town, and my sound's laid down by the underground. I drink up all the Hennessy you got on your shelf, so just let me introduce myself. My name is Humpty, pronounced with a Humpty. Yo, ladies, oh, how I like to funk thee. Please allow me to bump thee. I'm stepping tall, y'all, and just like Humpty Dumpty, you're gonna fall when the stereo's pump.
Hey, how the hell are y'all? Let's get this right into a Star Wars topic. Really funny. A lot has happened since my last episode, so yeah, and maybe a little behind. But first thing, the Ben Solo returns, or Find Ben Solo, whatever the hell that was. Okay, a lot of people are really upset because they're not going through with this. And one of the things that you need to look at, now Star Wars fans all together, if y'all are up in arms about this, don't. De-escalate on this, and I'll tell you why. This is a good sign. A very good sign. Okay, Bob Iger and the boys over there decided that, okay, we're not going and resurrecting anybody anymore. We've learned from the whole Palpatine thing. So, you guys let off them. Give them some slack. They're learning. And just let it go. It's absolutely awesome that they're doing this. They're like, no more resurrections. We're not doing that anymore. So yeah, y'all relax with that. That's good. That's really good. So yeah. Another thing that was really funny, someone we were sitting around, and this is a change of subject, of course. We were talking about funny Marine stories. And, of course, the Marine Corps boot camp are just packed full with these funny stories. And it should be, hopefully one day, that someone can, produce a book, a collection of all these things. Okay, one of them that I had that I'll never forget, it was like the second week of boot camp. Okay, whenever we hit the rack at night, it's usually fairly early, like 1800, 6 p.m. And during night, we have one drill instructor that'll stay with us, and they have a duty hut, which is kind of like a room that's off to the side where they can do whatever they need to do. And there's a fire watch, which is one recruit that's awake. There are 3-foot blockers stacked up, and he has a book, and he logs everything that happens. So if a recruit gets up to go use the head at night, he's got to make a note. And I've seen this before, a rabbit got onto the deck once because the door was open. He had the note, rabbit on deck, rabbit off deck. And so, yeah, everything happens. So drill instructors sometimes get bored, and it happens a lot. And that's when they start fucking with people. And that's when it actually is to their entertainment, but then also to get you to laugh so they can IT you, which is incentive training, or smoke you is what it's called. So anyway, one night, we're in the rack, everything's sleeping, and a drill instructor just gets up, and he walks over to someone that was close to my rack, and I could hear the conversation. Something was going on, and I'll switch over to the information that I got the next day. Okay, that drill instructor went to a recruit, and he was like, hey, all right, this is what you need to do. And that's how they talk. They got this frog voice thing. And just for, I think it's from yelling so much, or I think it's maybe they produce it. I don't know. I wasn't a drill instructor. Almost was, but it wasn't. But anyway, the he goes up and he goes, hey, what I need you to do. I need to get your sheet. You need to put it on your head. You get your scissors and cut some holes out. Put it on like a ghost, real spooky like. So the recruit does it. And okay, now he's standing up like this ghost, and he's looking out the eye hole. And he goes, all right, now I need you to go haunt my squad bay. And of course, the recruit, he's got a sheet over his head. He's like, well, I don't know. What the fuck you talking about? He goes, run around, real spooky like. So the recruit starts running around, and I mean, that's the time when I see him run with his sheet on his head. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? And then he comes by, you can hear him go by behind me, and he goes, woo! And I'm like, oh my God, he's no way. And then he stops him over at the quarterback because he's doing like the grand tour of of the squad bay. And he finally goes, no, I said spooky like. So anyway, that's my tales from the squad bay. that was funny as shit, and it's one of the things I it's just weird random crap that you can't reciprocate in the civilian life at all. Okay, so another thing that happened, I got a little blowback from my friends about Ariana Grande. Oh, look, I have no problem with Ariana Grande. I have no problem with the trans community. They could do whatever they want. I have no problem with her whatsoever. It looks like everybody's all up in arms about the president building on the ballroom. I was like, all right, the president can do whatever the fuck he wants. Just get off him. Stop talking about this. And he said that he loves the sound of construction. So, yeah. So, anyway, so many presidents have done things to the fucking White House. Man, he's gonna stay in that house. Man, him do things he wants to do. If it's a ballroom, so be it. I mean, who fucking cares? I mean, Teddy Roosevelt put in a boxing ring. I think Nixon put in a bowling alley. I mean, yeah, he tore down the East Wing. Blah blah blah. Who cares? I mean, it probably had to come down anyway. It was probably decrepit. Maybe it wasn't. But then again, stop dogpiling. It's his decision if he does or not. If Obama did it, nobody would fucking care. Another thing is certain things that happen in life. This is kind of funny. Is this things that happen? All right. Well, like if you cough and someone says "bless you," and you're like, I didn't sneeze. I only coughed. So, okay, most people in that situation would just go, "Oh, thank you, bless you, yeah, thank you, yeah." But when you get that asshole that goes, "Well, I actually coughed," you're like, "All right, then not bless you, you fuck." Thank you for making shit awkward. So yeah, and another one where you like when you walk up to someone and say hello, and the person right next to them thinks you said hello to them, and they're like, "Hey, how you doing?" You're like, and you just look at them like, death, just, it was like, just weird shit that happens within, life like that. Okay, yeah, so there's that. I
don't know exactly who's doing it, but I want to know who's ruining Halloween. Halloween used to be badass. This, in my opinion, is just straight up fucking lame. I mean, we couldn't wait to get outside, and it was dark when we went outside. Because most of our parents didn't get home till it was dark. And now it's like, everybody's walking around, so it's kind of like dusk right now. No good. It should be dark, so you get that whole Halloween feel to it. And I get it, more kids disappear that way, and that's... I always like to consider it to be collateral damage, but... Anyway, yeah, I don't... And one of the things that also has to stop is the fucking thing with female fucking outfits. That shit is ridiculous. And we'll get into that here in a second, because that's just horseshit.
Okay, here we are. Yeah, I just took my cue from the guy in the helmet. Anyway, sexy outfits for girls on Halloween. Now, I get it. It's been a joke that Halloween is just a holiday now for girls to wear slutty clothing. And, once again, I don't have a problem with that. But it's just some of them just require some thought, all right? It's not like, Heidi Klum, too much makeup in special effects crap outfits, but just a little more thought than what we're getting, okay? So, like, this is a sexy cop nowadays. You're like, wow, that's just you wearing lingerie with handcuffs. Okay, all right, that doesn't work. All right, let's go sexy vet. Yeah, that's no good. Next one, sexy librarian. And last, sexy doctor. You're like, okay. These outfits require a little bit more thought than that. All right, not that we don't mind seeing that, but it's just like, what are you? You're just... Anyway, so yeah, there's that. Just put a more thought in these outfits. People are going to buy them, are going to wear them. All right, so make them worth their time.
Woman, she showed up here looking like a stripper, and it was a mom. And I didn't really know how to respond to that. Like, trick or treat, have a good evening. I'm like, Good thing is, I've got sunglasses on. She can't see where I'm looking, that's for damn sure. But, yeah, I wouldn't be going around that, because a lot of your friends, or her son's friends, are going to be hanging around you and your martini glasses and whatever pills you're putting into it. These moms still want to look sexy at 40. Yeah, shouldn't do it in front of your kids, man. Or 30, divorcees, whatever. But yeah, that was funny as hell. I didn't know how to act to that. But yeah, it looks like we got a SpongeBob coming up here.
Shots to the nuts. Yeah, there you go, Dad. Ooh. Yeah, timber. Yeah, what's up? Here's some random fire bullshit. Mom had too many drinks, and she's on camera. Yeah. And Aquaman has met his demise. Yeah. Please recycle. Please recycle and save the turtles. And would someone please be kind enough to tell me what fucking flavor this is? Oh, the old Cobra in the car trick. Yeah, I ain't jiggling that handle. Yeah, men twerking. Don't go in there. Not good. Elaborate and listen. Or maybe it's hammer time. Who knows? Then it's always time for your rock face. Show them your rock face. Horns. Then more people need to do this. Lean into it. Lean into it. Maybe you have a little click lover in you. Who knows? Location, location, location. Yeah, how about that? Some ball sacks for the holiday season. SpongeBob is here. Hiring managers. It's magic time. Yeah, that was pretty funny. Finish him. Flawless victory. That's pretty good. 5 guys, 1 cup. I'm a little weird cock. Boy. Oh, someone's getting lucky tonight. Yeah. So, yeah, there's rapid fire bullshit. This should truthfully scare you to your core. A coyote on rocket skates. This has been from the bowels of the interwebs. Okay, for this week, we're going to dive into the no chance to see what we get here. Pull a card. I'm feeling pretty lucky this week. Yeah. Oh, hell. All right, she's back. Okay. Your ex-wife. Oh, that whore. Okay, your ex-wife has taken out an ad in the paper claiming that you like to touch little boys. You have to either hire a hitman or pay her to stop her damn lies. Do not collect any money for the next trip around the fucking board. Yeah, that whore. Okay, the next one. Little community, neighborhood sack for that ass, eh? No. No. Okay. Dear, in the middle of your hospital visit, your doctor in the hospital, both, because that can't happen, are moved out of network. You have to pay full price for the visit. Pay $1,000. Yeah, no good. That earns a
bunch of ball-washing bastards.
Yeah, bunch of ball-washing bastards. And that can happen, too. Make sure that whenever you set up everything with the hospitals, that the actual doctor and hospital are in network, or you will pay the full price there, GI. And it's no good. No good at all. So yeah, there's the no chance in the neighborhood sack for this week. All right, we're going to move into a little bit of social terrorism. Yeah, okay, like I've explained to this is not what it sounds like. It's just being an asshole, being a pest for your enjoyment and other people's. It's not much different than the vandalism that I showed earlier from the bowels of the internet. It's not any different than that. But what it is just being a pest. And yeah, it is kind of funny, and it is kind of therapeutic. But then again, it is at the cost of somebody else. So yeah, it can be. Yeah, it can be bad, but at the same time, it's funny as shit. So anyway, first thing you do this week, I call it the sticky cart, and it does work because, yeah. It does involve entrapment, so you do make somebody do something. But anyway, we'll start off. What you do is you go to Walmart, HEB, any place that Target, or if you frequent other stores such as Target, yes, get a cart and you put it right in the middle of the driveway, so people have to like veer around it or go out and move it, such as this. Anyway, so you put the cart right there. So somebody's going to have to drive. All right. Well, since you're inside the good old store there, you get the cart, and then you buy some honey. Yep. So you got your honey bear there, Mr. Honey Bear. Okay. Then after you get Mr. Honey Bear, and apply it liberally. Underneath the handle so they don't see it. So when whoever gets out to go pushing around, they put their hand right into a fucking sticky bunch of honey. So that's always a funny bit. So the best thing to do is hang around and watch them do it, and hopefully not get caught putting the cart out in the middle, and that way you don't have a on your window. Anyway, yeah, but that's a little social terrorism for this week.
Got me up against the fence, back against the wall, get acting like a fool. Ain't no justice for the dog, got to take it out on all y'all. Better read the papers on my homie going crazy, baby. Only got my papers, got my mom and coming, see, hurry, see, I ain't coming. This a gangster party, some bad boy getting money. Snoop Dogg, while they vanish. When we ride, it's a must have a seven die. Every time.
Yes, y'all. Not show, but Snoop Dogg. And you know it's like that, y'all. I'm so so smooth about my paper, check it, this how it's done. I'm serving mini on the platter, Snoop Dogg, Coleon. Now do you know what that means? And Teflon down to this hip-hop gang, super supreme. It's like what happened can happen, but will it stop? That won't happen. I'm feeling good about the mission for Jack and they yo. Can you feel me? Why these fools trying to kill me? It's so hard to stay focused on my eyes and pride, but if I don't, then dog won't survive.
We ballin' in my opinion, eternal was wild wheel spinning. Once implemented, it's represented for 5 minutes. Two of the livest, one of dead or alive. We riders, been us because we inquired and watched the G's ride. Two of America's most straight out the West Coast. Bell down food, it's death row. Been waiting way too long, fresh out the pen, now it's on. Come on, Snoop Dogg, time to bone.
Ain't nothing changed it down the hang, a slang a bang with a rhyme. Me and the homie Pop trippin', death row on none. Strong survivor, east side of DPG. Still creeping ball through the hood, always involved in the streets. It's doggy dog, homie. Did you forget who I was? The bigger homie to you. There it is and there it was. Take a look through the eyes of a G and just rock to the rhythm of a gangster.
Hold on, you telling me, ain't no love for a real G. Straight cowards, all you player haters kill me. Throw up your hands if you feel me. We keep dollars on me, holler if you hear me. One time for my comrades doing bad lockdown. Fresh out, what the time about drop down. Can you visualize perfection? Cause everybody in my set label the vet, best in this profession. Don't depress, keep the Smith and Wesson. Steady study your lessons and keep the crowd guessing.
Okay, this next portion is going to be kind of a fun one. These are complaints from Gen Zers and Millennials about Gen Xers. So things that my generation complains about. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a friendly little competition here, and I will judge these fairly, and I will basically say yes or no on these and award the points properly. So without further ado, let's get this started. First one, bring back laptops with DVDs. So these are things that Gen Xers are complaining about. Now, this one I'll have to give to Gen X for one reason. If you've ever had to F-disk or clear reinstall Windows, which you should do every 6 months to keep it clean and tidy, a DVD really does help. And now I think you have to do it on, obviously you have to do it on a thumb drive with some sort of special boot drive, and God, it's a pain in the ass. And yeah, like keeping kids interested off a laptop. I mean, yeah, if you had DVDs, which a lot of us people still do, and that's one of the reasons we have a lot of capital invested into DVDs. So that's probably why. So I do understand both sides, but I have to give this one to Gen X. Okay, enough with the QR codes for restaurant menus. Now, that one, This is a stupid complaint. It really is. I mean, the QR codes are there. I get it. You would rather look at one. I don't want, like, using my phone for a lot of things, and I can kind of see both ways on this. So I'll just have to call this a draw, because the QR codes, I will admit, are annoying, and then people complaining about them are pretty annoying too. So, all right. Next one. Everything's a subscription. Now, I will have to side on Gen X on this one. This one is bad because, let's put Photoshop. I use Photoshop a lot, and I have recently had to start paying for it monthly, which is a pain in the ass. You used to be able to buy it for like $450 when the new version came out. Yeah, that's pretty steep. And now it's like, dude, the subscription is cheaper. But at the same time, when it's all said and done, it's like one of these Klarna loans. You pay like so much more than what it would cost at the very beginning. But now through this subscription, we have to keep on buying it. So yeah, that's a pain in the ass. That's stupid, and I'll definitely have to give Gen X this one. The next one is just the words maps, and you're like, okay, maps. I'm very good at maps. I know maps very well. I have fun playing with Google Maps all the time because you get to see things and find things. But the whole thing of being able to use a map and it's necessary within life if power goes out, but the phones make it so much easier. So I have to go with the Gen Z and Millennials on this one. Yeah. Next one is bring back customer service. All right. This one is being a 3D printer enthusiast. This one does hit home. This one hits very close to home because having quick customer service that you could trust and depend on is very important. So, yeah, this one, I think that Gen Z is being the asshole in this one. This is a valid complaint. This one really is, because having somebody walk you through your problem and listening to your problem instead of just where you're screaming agent or just hitting zero on the phone call is annoying, especially when you're frustrated and shit ain't working right. So, yeah, I have to say, yeah, this is definitely this is a Gen X category. They win on this one. Okay, stop with the email address for a receipt thing. No, not at all. This is a Gen Z win, and I could not agree with this one even more. So, whenever you buy something, I mean, you get your receipt, and you'll lose it. Especially if you're buying like parts, and you're all excited to get your new parts in, new tools, whatever else. The last thing you care about is that receipt, because you just got what you wanted. Why in the fuck would I want to bring it back? So, yeah, there's that, and I would have to completely agree with Gen Z on this. This is a stupid Gen X complaint. Okay, bring back cable. It took me the longest time to get out from underneath cable. Cable was fun because I had cable boxes on all my TVs around the house, to include the garage, back porch, front room, up here in the entertainment room, and we're able just to flip through and find stuff on TV. All right, I can't do that anymore, obviously, because we are now streaming. But at the same time, we're in a different time now. You could find anything you wanted. Back then, with the cable, you had to flip through and find things. Now, yeah, it was hard to get rid of cable because it was such a mainstay for so long. So when it comes down to the technologies like DVDs, Blu-rays, didn't stay around very long. Cable stayed around for a long time. So getting rid of cable, I could see, would be a lot harder. So, yeah. Anyway, so I would have to say I'd have to say Gen Z on this one, because complaining about the cable thing is just kind of like I don't know. You got everything you want now, so it doesn't even matter. Okay, next one is out of stock. Well, then take it off the website then. Okay, this one, I had to go with Gen Z on this one. If something's not on the website or it's out of stock, I mean, it's really hard to, because advertising a product on your website is kind of like your infrastructure. And changing your infrastructure and taking something down, I don't see it being that easy. So running out of stock and it's going to be coming back, like, yeah, if it's out of stock, that means it's selling, means we don't take it out of our infrastructure, and we're going to keep it up. So, yeah, we're just out of stock at the current time. It's a hot item. Go fuck yourself. So, yeah, Gen Z. Stop bringing y'all dogs literally everywhere, fucking where you go. All right, this one, I'm not going to complain about this one at all. This is Gen Z. This is Gen X being the asshole. All right, dogs. I love dogs. I love dogs and most people. That whole thing, tell your dog I said hello, is real. I walk by one in the store, I don't know if everyone does it, but I know I do it. Like, hey, buddy, dogs make everybody happy. All right, you bring people, random dogs to the hospital to make people happy. You don't bring random humans. Like, hey, this is Bob from accounting. You're like, hey, Bob. No, I'd rather pet the dog. Who's a good boy? Yep, that's right. Okay, people putting their phone on loudspeaker in public places up when they could have it up to their ear anyway. This one is stupid. I'll have to go on Gen X on this one. People let me into your conversation. Yeah, fuck y'all. I don't want to hear what you're talking about. I don't want to hear what you have to say. I don't hear what you ate. I don't give a shit about what's going on in your life. I like my bubble. I don't want to be in yours. So, yeah. And it's just annoying. It's just, this to me is where millennials and Gen Z are taking the social norms a little too far. Okay? Not being in somebody else's conversations in public that's got to stay a mainstay. So I'm on Gen Z on that one. Okay, I hate smelling weed everywhere I go. Now, I am extremely torn on this one, because I hate the smell of weed. I really do. And being in a couple of retail jobs, when somebody comes in there reeking of weed and they cannot pay their rent or their bills, it says a lot about you. It really does. And you're like, all right, you can afford weed, but you can't. All right, whatever. But that it just and that's and that's not a demographic either. I'm not saying that's a certain kind of people. That's all colored people, And it's the smell of weed. It's just not to mention living in Texas is illegal here, so it's contraband. Now, is it that bad? No. I mean, just don't go to prison and third strike of weed? No. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Now, the whole driving thing, that is. Now, me personally, I'm a lightweight when it comes to weed. So, no, the times I've tried it, it was like dumb and made me very paranoid. I didn't like it. So, no, I would not drive on it. I don't like it. So, this one just smelling it everywhere, I agree. I hate the way it smells, but then again, I will only side on Gen Z this time. I mean, Gen X, because it is illegal where I live. So, yeah, so Gen X on this one. Okay. I don't need an app or a sign up for account for every store I go to. Now, this one, as in my cybersecurity background, I would have to agree with this one. I don't want my phone attached to everything. Now, I know that's what, you damn Gen Xers are just so damn paranoid. No, I just don't like my phone attached to everything. I don't want, you're allowing somebody into your personal digital geofence, your geocircle, that you don't need to, that your digital circle that you just don't need. This is where we get into the argument of the Internet of Things, where putting your shoes online. You're like, no, I'm not going to, I'm not going to put my microwave online. There's no need. There just isn't a need for it. So yeah, I do side with Gen X on this one. Okay, not every device needs to have updates. All right. Yeah, they do. So this one I'm going to have to go with Gen Z on this one. Gen Z all the way. Yeah, shit needs updates. When you get new firmware, that means that they made improvements on it, or you have more ability now. So that one right there, I completely side with. So yeah, this one's good. Now, sometimes you get a bad update, and it completely fucks your phone all up. You're like, okay, well, that's fine. We'll get over this. We'll learn to know that this button is over here now, and that's over there now. And you're like, well, what the fuck? All right, well, anyway, you get past it. Most of the time, you complain enough, they'll fix it on the next update. So, yeah, things need to update. Firmware needs to be flashed and updated. So, yeah, this is Gen Z on this one, and Millennials. They win on this one. Okay, the next one. I don't want an app for my fucking microwave, bruh. Here we go. I just said this one. I agree with Gen X on this one. We don't need to put everything on the internet. And there's a reason why, because to get on the internet, you need an access point. And that access point more than likely has a password that was default by the company. And most people are fucking lazy. And this is true. You will not change your password. So therefore, if you leave it, if someone walks in your house and they see that you have a microwave, and say it's a Hydrolux microwave, and it's the white 311 edition, the white color 311 in model number. All right, all you have to do is go buy one of those and figure out what the damn password is, and next time you go to their house, you could jump on their internet. I mean, if they didn't change it. So most of them come pretty damn generic. So the Internet of Things, which is your microwave, your washer and dryer, and your tennis shoes, going online is a stupid idea. So I completely agree with Gen X on this one. So let's tally this up. Okay, with that tally being said, 7-2 Gen X and 6-2 Gen Z and the Millennials. Close. Really, really close. But in the words of our most famous stoners of all time, Bill and Ted, be most excellent to each other. I'll end it on that. Yeah. Be most excellent to each other. Stay frosty. Gunny out.